What's up, YouTube folks? And I'm still in my work clothes, but we're just gonna knock this video out the way. It might just be 5 or 6 minutes, but let's just get into this my journey reselling action figures on eBay. A nice little rant, a long form version for those that don't like watching shorts, you know what I mean? You gotta keep it for all my audience, and I got a couple people watching, so hey, awesome. Shouts out to you. And be sure to like this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And be sure to talk about whatever you want in the comments. Let's go. So today, in the next 15 minutes, I will be going to the post office. I have two packages right here. One has a Iron Giant, and the other is I literally forgot. Sonic the Hedgehog Eggman, the bigger ones from Jake's Pacific. The 4.5, I think, almost 5 inches. But guess what? I sold two more figures, so I'm so glad I didn't go yesterday to the post office to drop these off because I just have one stop shop today and I'm going to be making 30 bucks almost, like 28 something, and that's my money. Half of it is profit, so that's really cool. I actually made some money off of YouTube this time. Or not YouTube, I actually made some money off of eBay this time, off of stuff I picked up about 2 years ago for dirt cheap. I'm just grabbing knickknacks and stuff like that whenever I see them for cheap of stuff that I like. So I decided to, because I'm running out of like toys and stuff like that. So now I'm starting to list my little things like Hot Wheels and little knickknacks. And this sold for $5.50. I had it listed for $6.99. I wouldn't even think I'd get 3 or 4 bucks for this, but guess what? I got $5.50 for this sucker. And I'd probably pay like $1.99 if that. You know what I mean? But this is really cool. It's Wonder Woman and Batman, and they have their own Hot Wheels cars. And hers is clear, if you could see. But these are cool. I seen these selling on there, or sold. I seen these sold on there for like 10, 15 bucks, People are paying a little top dollar for these little fellas. All right, and so let's just talk about this next figure. So now this next figure, I had one listed like maybe 6 months ago, and that one I had listed for like $13.99, but someone offered me 10 bucks for it, and I took the 10 bucks because someone else offered me some money on a different He-Man, but the same Eternia, new Eternia figures, and I didn't take that. And guess what? I still have that He-Man, but they lowballed me so much where it wasn't even worth it. But to be honest, I think now it was because this He-Man figure is just not liked. It's just not wanted. So I should have took that 7 stinkers and just chalked up a $2 loss on the figure. But it's okay. Maybe one day I'll drop the price to like 9 because it's like at 10 something right now. So maybe I got to drop the price $1 or so. And if I have to, I have to. But at this point, I really don't care because other things are selling. And because other things are selling, that means I'm making space for newer stuff. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I don't want to buy newer stuff. I want to sell the stuff that I have. But I believe once I have everything listed that I want to sell, then I'm going to see what kind of profit I made. And with those profits, I'm going to start hunting for cheap items and just start flipping that and see if stuff sells, But I don't want to get stuck with a bunch of stuff. I don't want to get stuck with a bunch of things listed. I want things to start moving, and I don't want to lower my prices because I already have the prices low. But I don't believe my pages are the only time my listings are going out there is when I list 20 items. When I list 20 items, I notice I sell at least 4 to 7 items. And sometimes that would take in a week's period. But this time, the 4 sold in literally a day or 2 days because I usually go to post office as soon as possible. But right now, I'm so burnt out where I kind of I was hoping that I would get some more sales. So if I did get more sales, then I just got to one-stop shop it. You know what I mean? Sorry, guys, that your box might be a day, you know what I mean? But it's still going with what's supposed to be sent, because these have to be sent by today. These other things don't have to be sent to Friday, you know what I mean? Or yes, to Friday. So I actually don't even have to send some of this stuff. But the thing is, I want to just have it all ready to go. But usually I just try to go as much, but I'm kind of burnt out. Time isn't my friend. So I'm literally taking one box and waited in line for 15 minutes. You know what I mean? If it's moving slow, yeah, but I just listed a bunch of stuff, so I'm gonna wait that day to see if anything else hits. You know, I'm learning how to navigate with reselling and stuff like that. And I didn't realize how quick I am on with learning and just experiencing, because I'm a businessman. I've always been a businessman. The line of business I was in was illegal, but I don't want to talk about that now. So let's just keep it peasy for you beesies and you players out there. But I sold two of these on eBay. The first one for $10 and a really nice person that messaged me, and she even messaged me like, oh, I can't wait to receive it and give you feedback, and that's awesome. So this buyer's actually waiting for this figure so they could give me some good feedback. You know, shouts out to Sharon. And that's really awesome. No one on eBay has ever messaged me or reached out and said, thank you for the purchase. Thank you for giving me the figure for this price. None of that. You know, people just take it and go. But I guess it's other people that are very kind hearted. And best believe that's going to be the first person that I give feedback to for buying, because I usually don't give feedback. Why am I going to give, you know, like it's just a transaction, you know, like if anything, give me some feedback on how I sent your product and if it got to you, you know, but on the buyer's end, no matter what, they're just buying, you know, so it's like, you know, I could say quick buy, but they got to pay quickly, because if they don't pay, then they're going to get, not going to get the figure. But let's cut this video short because I am in my work clothes and I do have my food waiting for me. I'm gonna scarf it down in 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna go wait and at the line for 15 minutes and basically get these to where they gotta go. So this kind lady picked this up. I had it listed on there for $11.99, 12 bucks, and she offered me $9.74. And I don't know where that number came from, but I took that number. So I'm gonna make like 7, 8 bucks. I think I picked this up for like $4.99 at Didi's a few years ago. And the reason I picked it up because I just love these boxes. I don't even like the figure. You know, I'm just in love with the boxes. And sometimes that's how they get me, you know, is with the design. Check this box out. How cool is that? Awesome. And that's how they got me. Not from the figure, but from this packaging. How cool is that packaging? And so when I picked these up, I'm like, I don't even want these. What am I doing? You know? And so I'm glad at least I sold two of these because I thought she was so cool. And not only that, I kept seeing it pop up at Didi's for dirt cheap. And I said, dude, I can't pass up that price. That price is so cheap where I know I could make some money off of it, even if I have two. But guess what? I sold two of them. And I'm still stuck with the other two. It's like the King and He-Man. But let me wrap this video up because I would love to stay in chat, but I do gotta go. But best believe you're gonna see me soon. So go subscribe to my channel and keep it spooky, peeps.